Hunting the Menu is proudly brought to you by the Sporting Shooters Association of Australia. Join us at ssaa.org.au.
G'day and welcome to Hunting the Menu. Here's a quick look at what's on today's show. Mine. G'day boys, how are we?
G'day mate.
Cool, how you doing?
Good, Dawes. What have you got for me this
I'm
week?
going to present you with a real challenge.
Oh, it looks like a challenge. Estuary question mark.
20 horse spots mate, that's why there's a question mark.
You're a bit worried about what we're going to get there. You've seen me fish too often.
What are you looking for in the estuary?
It's an estuary mate, so it could be flathead, blackfish, bream, whiting, blue swimmer crabs. If you do no good, it could be prawns at night.
Okay, so it could be night or day.
I'm salivating already.
Venison snags, they sound fantastic. What's the trick to getting them right?
I'll have to tell you, you have to add some fat to it, because otherwise it won't stay together. When you put it in its casing, you want it to be not a paste, but you want it to be moist and together. So you need that, and it also helps with the cooking. But most importantly, it keeps it moist.
Yep.
Ideally, pork fat.
So we could use some of the pork for the pork fat.
Pig from the pork fat from the last step?
We could. Now get a fork of that pig from the pork and put it in the sausage. Anyway, and I think people will love the venison sausage.
All right, so Shane, the estuary fishing and going after the venison, we should be able to get them locally.
I think we should mate. We're going to play in Lake Illawarra. Plenty of choices there, and we should be able to get a chittle or a rooster deer locally.
All right, Dawes, we'll see you soon.
Hey, do I go in the boat in the estuary or not?
Well, it depends on what we go for.
Yeah, but we can put you in the boat and take you deer hunting.
Oh, okay,
Take you around the paddock.
that'd be a compromise, I suppose.
Yeah.
Put a blaze orange life jacket on so you won't drown.
Yeah,
And less
and
water
just keep it on
unless
the
it
trailer.
rains. Oh, thanks very much. Okay, see you guys.
See you, mate.
With a huge list of estuary possibilities, Shane had decided on the nighttime and prawning. He told me he had a secret spot that very few knew of. Now, if the prawning was going to be as spectacular as this sunset, we were in for a great night.
Shane, last year when I went out, I got the huge total of 3 prawns.
3 prawns, mate. That's not very exciting.
That wasn't good at all. I'm hoping this secret spot of yours pays off a little bit better than that.
Well, hopefully we'll end up a couple more than that, but by the looks of this, we might be lucky to get 3 prawns each.
I thought this was a secret place. No one knew about it.
You know what secrets are like.
Yeah, your secrets are hopeless.
Wow,
All right, look at that. There must be 150 people out there.
this will be an adventure. Where do you go?
I think we'll catch more people than prawns tonight.
Where do we start?
I don't know, I think it's pick an empty spot and throw the net in.
No one's yahooing at the moment.
No, it doesn't sound like they're getting too many.
Looks a bit quiet, but we'll get good prawns.
On our menu, you had estuary question mark.
I did.
What made you pick prawning?
Well, there was a few reports of some really good catches of prawns coming from down this way, so
Yeah.
I thought, why not? We'll give it a run.
Yeah, well, it looks like the word got out.
It certainly has by the looks of things. So a beautiful night for it, though, Corey. It really is.
Yeah, it is.
No wind,
No.
run out tide, it's a dark,
Yep.
Just about spot on conditions.
Okay. Mate, I remember back when I was younger, you know, my son's age, out with mum and dad and the uncles, the cousins prawning, you know, mum screaming because she's trod on something, you know, dad yelling at us because we're losing more prawns than we're catching, you know.
Well, there's an eel, there's an eel.
Yeah, can't hear any screams out there yet, but I'm sure there's going to be a few.
There will be, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well, you'll be right, mate. You got your floaty.
Yeah, you know, in case it gets deep. Come on, let's get out there and get a few.
Righty-o.
Shane, this looks like a good spot to start. Not as many people here.
No, we'll just practice in here, shall we?
Yeah. Hey, how do you like my prawn rig?
Oh, I'm quite impressed,
Hey?
I must say, mate. Are these the torches that we use for the rabbits?
Yep, rabbits, abalone, and
Oh, yeah,
now
that's right.
prawning.
Pretty
it's a great little
versatile.
torch. Yeah?
God, there's some prawns in here.
Yeah, there certainly is. But the different types, what do you find in the lakes? Is there a...
Mainly school prawns and king prawns.
Okay. You can hear people up in the distance there, a little bit of a cheer coming out.
Getting a bit excited.
Yeah,
No run, no fun.
that's it. Mind. In you go. Attaboy. Shane, it's incredible just how much fun this is, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
You hear everybody laughing and going on, you know. Just all you do is put a net in front of some prawns, but I don't know, there's something about it that makes it a whole lot of fun. Got him? That was mine.
There's
Stealing mine.
Two types, mate. Quick and the prawnless.
Nice, I'll pay that.
Okay, last night we had a bit of fun catching a few prawns. We've just boiled up some in some heavily salted water. We've just got them sitting in an ice slurry now, cooling down. Now while they're cooling, we're just going to do a quick dry cooking method here with a bit of seasoning and some flavours in these whole prawns here. So what it's going to do is it's going to give these prawns a really nice flavour. The majority of the flavour is going to come off your fingers as you're actually peeling the prawns and eating them. So you can go quite heavily on the spices and seasonings and everything else because it's not actually going to go right through the prawns. So the first thing I've done is I've just dried them off a little bit to make sure they're not too wet. I've got here just a mix, equal quantities of corn flour and plain flour. We're just going to pop that into a bowl. So a little bit of curry powder. Like I said, don't worry about if you put a bit too much stuff in like I just did then. A few chilli flakes, go for a fair few of them. Because most of this flavour is actually going to be on your fingers as you're eating the prawns. It's not going to go right through to the prawns. The prawns still should be nice and sweet at the end of it. Heavily seasoned with a seasonal or steak spice or whatever your little heart desires, whatever you've got laying around pretty much. Paprika's really good. Always put a bit of paprika in there because it gives them a nice little smoky flavour. Good whack of that. And quite a bit of ground salt and some ground black pepper. Don't be scared to use a fair bit. I'm going to use a little bit of oil, not too much oil, you don't need a great deal. Again, this is an infused oil, it's a lemon oil, so again it'll give the prawns a nice flavour. Nice drizzle of oil. We're just going to mix up our seasoning, so it's ready to go. We've got about a teaspoon and a half of garlic. We're going to throw them in the prawns first. Give that a quick mix around. Again, don't worry if you put too much in there because it's going to be on your fingers more than on the prawns. Now we're going to add our flour. And we're going to mix that all through so they're nice and coated. It's not quite a batter, but it does leave a really nice coating on the prawns. And you can brown them up nicely without worrying about them getting too overcooked because it does protect them a little bit too. Okay, now that our prawns are nicely coated, we're probably going to cook half at a time so we don't retard the wok too much. Right. Alright, these seem to be cooking quite okay. Colouring up nicely, turning brown. Having a little bit of trouble with the wind, so I might put the side up here and hopefully that should protect it a bit. These are colouring up quite well. Just starting to brown and darken up, which is pretty much about right, so you will get a really nice flavour to these prawns as you're eating them. Look, a few of the ones that we've got that we've boiled earlier, and a few of these, their heads are going a little bit dark. That can be because when you're catching them, you've got them in warm water, or from the water where they come from. And most of the green prawns that you get in supermarkets have been treated with what's called sodium metabisulfate, and that actually stops them from going black. But don't worry about it, it's not going to cause much of an issue. Righto, so we'll just get this first lot out. Like so. They smell absolutely beautiful. The lemon oil really gives them a nice, very nice flavour. So we'll just get some more oil in the wok heating up. We'll just do our next lot of prawns straight in, hot enough. While they're cooking, we may as well start putting out some of our boiled prawns. They're a beautiful eating prawn. They are very sweet. They can be a bit fiddly at times, but they are a beautiful eating prawn. It's a good idea, as soon as you've got enough out to eat, then if you're not going to eat them all, pack the rest of them straight in ice, straight back on the esky. One thing about scooping with a scoop net, you're always going to get bigger ones than what the guys will get with the drag nets because the mesh is a bit finer. These are colouring up nicely. Give them a bit of a toss, nice and brown. Another thing to remember too, if you don't eat all these prawns done like this, then cool them down, eat them cold. They're beautiful cold.
Oh, look at that. How much fun was last night, mate?
It was a bit of fun, wasn't it? Do you want me to put this down so you can get out of them?
Yeah, I'd like that out of the way. And hardly anyone out there last night at all.
No, nice and quiet, wasn't it?
Oh, they look good.
I hope you're hungry.
Oh, taking one from here.
There
look
we go.
at that, straight out of the wok.
They smell good.
Oh, they do. You can almost eat these with the shell on, mate.
But honestly, the smaller ones you can. Rip the heads off and away you go, because the shells will soften up nicely. As you can see, you get it all over your fingers, and that's where you'll get most of the flavour from. Prawns will still be sweet.
That's all the fun. Lake prawns, you know, fresh, cooked like this are beautiful, you know, but when you can just do something else with them, you know, why not? You can just do it wherever you are, can't you? With a few simple ingredients.
To be honest, mate, it's not difficult cooking things. You've just got to have a bit of a go.
Yeah.
You know, different things work really well.
Hey, mate, if I can cook a few things, anyone can, I think. So.
Oh, these are quite good.
So, Shane, from prawns to rooster deer tomorrow, so quite versatile what we can actually get in our local area, isn't it?
Oh, mate, you're not wrong.
The thing that I really have enjoyed is the people. We're like a big family.
In a day's training, I might go through anywhere between 300 and 500, possibly 600 rounds.
I see that firearms are an essential tool for the farmer.
First shot I ever did, it felt amazing. I felt glad that I actually did something that I felt passionate about.
Shane, it's the first thing of the morning. Conditions are fairly good. There's a bit of a breeze. So what's our scenario today?
Mate, what we're going to do is we're just going to drop down to this creek here and work our way along the edge of the scrub line. There's some open clearings up the top here. Hopefully we'll be able to pick up the deer on their way back from their feeding areas.
Okay.
They may have already moved in because it was hot. So by staying just inside the tree line, we may be able to pick one up in the bedding area.
Okay, so they follow a bit of a pattern.
They do, mate. They certainly do.
All right, let's get down here and see if we can pick one up.
Alright, cool. What we're going to do is just going to keep working our way down along the edge of this open paddock. Probably one of the best things to do as well, especially in this sort of country here where it's starting to get a bit thicker. You only want to take sort of like 5, 8, 10 steps, stop, use your binoculars, have a good look, and then go again slowly.
Yep.
The deer have got much better eyesight and hearing than we have.
Yeah, half half the time you're standing there, they're standing in the bush watching you, and bang, you hear them run off.
That's exactly right, mate.
Yeah.
So you're better off going as slow as you can, just taking your time. There's no rush.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. Well, mate, this doesn't look like it's going to be as easy as that red deer.
No, that was different ball game altogether, Corey. You know, where we shot the red deer, we're in big open country. We could sit back, we could glass hundreds and hundreds of acres. Here, we're working in very small pockets of feed areas. It's a totally different ball game. But what we'll do is we'll just give them a bit of time. Hopefully, they'll come back out again this afternoon.
Yep.
And we'll be able to spot and stalk, similar to what we did with the red deer. Just sit back, wait for the animals to come out instead of walking through all the scrub.
Yep.
By doing that, we put scent lines through, we upset their patterns.
Yep, okay.
So by staying back.
If we're chasing this guy, it might be a little bit easier, huh? He's on a menu for a whole different show, mate.
He'd be tasty too.
Yeah, he would be. Now, how are we going to approach this afternoon with, you know, we've got 2 rifles here. What's the idea behind that?
Well, the 2 different caliber rifles we've got, the one that you'll be taking will be more if we get an animal in the open, we can take a nice clean head or neck shot on. The other caliber is a little bit heavier, so if we do have to go into the scrub, we do have a bit more authority than the lighter caliber. So if we need to take a chest shot or a body shot on the animal, we can still dispatch it humanely.
All right, well, let's grab the rifles, the binos, and find a good spot to sit and wait, huh?
Exactly right, mate. I see you've got your blaze orange strap on your binoculars.
Yeah, well, if I fall in the water, at least you'll be able to recover my binos, because apparently they float.
They will. A good thing about them, mate, is the blaze orange really stands out.
Okay.
If you're hunting on public land, you do need to wear one article blaze clothing. That's just an extra help as well. They are a floating strap.
Yeah.
Not much good to us up here, but in Victoria, where they do a lot of sambar hunting, they do a lot of river crossings.
All right, yeah.
And to protect binoculars of this quality, it's cheap insurance.
Certainly is. All right, mate, well, I'll give you those. I'll grab mine. We'll grab some gear and we'll get down there and find a good spot, huh?
Let's plant our bums and have a look.
Yep, all right, let's grab these.
Okay, mate, so from up there we're all glassing.
Yeah.
We saw that one down the bottom here.
Yeah.
It's a nice young animal. We should be able to get a nice shot at it. We'll just sneak around this corner here. Probably get into the edge of the tussock here along this tree line.
Yep.
Get set up and we should be able to get a good shot.
All right.
Okay. Just hold up here and I'll have another bit of a look, eh? Okay, Corey, there's actually a couple down here. Okay. So we'll just get to the little top of this little rise here. And that should open up down the bottom. Yeah, it should also get us above the tussocks to get a nice clean shot through there. All right. They're feeding pretty well. They got their heads down, so we should be right. Okay. Finally, that wind's in our face, mate. Yeah, finally the wind's blowing the right way, so which is great. Just try and lay down here, mate. Get your bipod out. Yep. Hey. I thought that was a stick. Camouflage. I thought it was a stick. Leave that there. Classic. It's been there a while. I think we've picked the right spot. Yeah, they're feeding nicely, mate. I know. I think they've got our wind, mate. They're moving around a fair bit. They're a bit nervous. Can you get a shot there or not?
I haven't got a clear shot just yet.
Chamber around, mate. He's just gone back in. He's just got him behind that paper bark tree.
Yep, I got him. He's looking straight at me, though.
Yeah, wind's swirling around pretty bad. Can you get a good shot?
How do you want me to take him?
Just wait for him to turn, mate, and try and shoot him in the neck.
Got it.
Righto, when you're ready.
You got him, mate? He's down?
Certainly is.
Fantastic. I saw him drop behind the bushes there and lost him.
Nice, mate. Excellent. Nice, clean kill. Very good.
Fantastic.
Well, grab your gear and your trophy.
Yeah. A little bit of a parting gift from the paddock.
Head down here and we better get started, I guess, haven't we?
All right, yeah, let's get down there, get him prepped up and ready to make some venison sausages.
Hooray.
All right.
Wasn't that easy, but we got there in the end.
No, all right. Let's get down there.
You right?
Yep, get my stuff.
So everybody loves a sausage, and what better than a healthy sausage made from venison? So we're doing a gamey venison sausage. Right here we have pork fat, which we have to add to the venison, otherwise the sausage would just crumble and disintegrate, and we just have a badly made risole. Let's get started by putting in the fennel seeds into here, paprika, nicely done, sweet paprika and slightly smoky, pepper, black peppercorns in there now, and a little bit of salt. We'll just put a little bit in to start with, and then season to taste after we've done a bit of pummeling. So righto, now we'll just do this pummeling. Nice colours, lovely smells. Right now I'm going to toss in a couple of bits of garlic. The salt will help that crunch up. Let's just pummel this a bit more, and then clear up and get to the big point, which is mincing the meat. And that's a nice bit of pork fat going in. That's really going to help our venison. Just remember, the simple sausage is also a fabulous way to use up all those important leftovers after you've butchered your beast. Along with your herbs and spices, when you fine tune those, is the best way to use them up. So now we come to the fun part. We're going to add in our pre-pummeled, pestle and mortared herbs. They're going in here, just spread neatly across the top. And on top of that, I'm going to put in some fresh thyme. Just push it off, pull it off the old stalks like this. That'll do. The last little thing we're going to do, crush a couple of cloves of garlic in. Get your hands in. Nothing like it. You can't use a mixer. You can't really use anything other than your hands. Right, now just going to freshen it up colour-wise and flavour-wise, a little bit of fresh parsley from the jardin. So I'm going to need an assistant, and I'm hoping that Shane's going to step in and grab the sausage.
Let's go.
There we go, here we go. How are you?
I'm good, mate. How you
Good
going?
on you, not bad.
Righto.
Not bad at all. Let's see if we can make some sausages from this.
Right.
The mix is pretty good. Put a bit of pressure on this, but not too much, I'd say, to start with. Here it comes. Oh.
Just feed them out slowly, there's no rush. You're right.
Okay. You'll notice that that's quite a nice coarse grind. How do you feel about that, Shane?
Yeah, well, all the white pieces that you can see through is all pork fat, which is really good. And one thing with venison, if it's ground too finely, it can become quite powdery. So it's not a bad idea to leave it in a coarse grind. Doesn't matter if you've got a few little air pockets in here, because you need some room for it to twist, to be able to twist the collagen cases. Now this is going to be really nice. The parsley through it's got good colour. Should cook up really well.
That's one big sausage for mankind, but we better make them into several sausages for us lot around the block.
Okay.
Here. All right, let's push this away and I'll start from the other end.
You
Hello,
guys
mate.
ready yet?
We are.
We've been ready for ages.
It's like trying to hold back the tide smelling those.
Is he having sausages as well?
Is that all you've made us?
No, I've got a fridge full.
Let's have a look.
Try one.
These, mate, and you just wait, buddy.
24, 48 hours later, they'll be even better. We've sampled, but anyway.
These are resting sausages. What do you think?
Resting sausages.
Resting sausages?
Yeah.
I think they're just hoe down eating sausages, aren't they?
Oh, good on you.
They're beautiful,
Thanks.
mate. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Oh, good boy. Well, are we going to eat and run?
They've got a very good flavour.
You know they are. They're really nice.
Righto, let's go. Put a bit of pressure on this, but not too much, I'd say, to start with.
You all right, mate?
Yeah. Oh.
Think you...
I can't get it. It's not going.
Hunting the Menu, proudly brought to you by the Sporting Shooters Association of Australia. Join us at ssaa.org.au.